The Thornton International Mining Survey was conducted to determine what are the issues affecting junior mining companies in South Africa as well as across the world. The junior mining companies that we interviewed were greenfields, brownfields and pre-feasibility companies, as well as those involved in low-level production. The commodities that were covered in the South African survey was about 16% gold, 15% coal, 16% copper, and the rest was spread evenly amongst the other commodities with a small amount in platinum as well. There were some common themes found throughout the world. First and foremost was the ability to raise finance being a problem wherever we went. Canada particularly has 400 of its 1,200 listed TSX exploration companies needing to raise funds in the next 12 months, or otherwise they're going to have to shut their doors. From a South African point of view, an interesting result was that nationalisation of mines, or the perceived nationalisation of mines, had caused problems for at least 50% of the respondents in terms of their ability to raise finance. This did not mean that they couldn't raise finance at all, but that the terms that were being given were either prohibitive or too costly. The second global theme was government intervention, the effect of red tape. I think we often think that this is a uniquely South African issue, but there were issues with this in Canada, Australia, and in the UK, with the ability to access mining licenses quickly, as well as the indigenization aspects being a common thread. Another interesting aspect from a South African point of view was the mining charter, where 85% of respondents say that they do not believe that the mining charter has been effective. One of the answers given as to the reasons was that in 2010 the mining charter was amended where specific targets were put in place, 26% black ownership and various other targets, which in some ways detracted from the essence of the charter, which was to transfer some of the wealth that is held under the ground into the hands of the previously disadvantaged. The third common theme was positivity. Throughout the world, miners are positive about the future, particularly the next 12 months. This showed in South Africa as well, where 60% of companies expect to increase their profitability in the next 12 months, even though almost all the respondents suggested that they were going to have an increase in prices of labor and of energy over the next 12 months. So increased profits while you're still increasing costs is a very positive outlook indeed. 49% of South African respondents also look to invest in property, plants and equipment over the next year and increase their investment as well. This is hugely positive from the point of view that not only does that mean that there will be direct investment by the companies, but the spillover to support and mining supply industries as well. Another point of interest that was hugely positive was that lack of skills in the mining industry in South Africa was not viewed as a problem at all. We actually spot on the international average, and from a South African point of view, that has got to be positive for the future.